see, like, I can see the shadows loading in.
Yeah.
As they get closer, that's probably a graphics setting to make that happen further away.
Yeah, there's the shadows slider. You can see these avionics that you have right here. This is called the G1000. This is the avionics that are going to be in almost every plane in both sims these days now. This is basically the standard steam gauges. Well, this is the 21st century steam gauges. This is basically the same system and everything you're going to fly.
Alright, so, okay, so looks like I've got a, like, altimeter tape over here.
Yep. Yes, I'll go over real quick. Airspeed on the left, altimeter on the right. To the right of your altimeter, you see that black box that doesn't have a number in it? Try climbing. That's your PSI, so it can tell you your vertical speeds here.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's very intuitive. You have your attitude indicator in the center, obviously. Above it is your roll indicator, so it'll tell you if you're rolling or not and what degrees. So right now you're at about 25 degrees.
So
your pitch.
This is level, more or less.
That's level. And of course, up and down the horizon. Below it is what's called your HSI, or horizontal situation indicator. So it looks like you're flying southwest right now, and it'll have your heading. It also has a. There you go. So you're heading 197.
Okay.
To the left of it is your heading bug. So that's the cyan little thing on it. That's basically where you want it to go. You use it in the Viper. To the right is your course. That's for navigation. And the bottom left, there's an inset map that you can enable or disable. Yeah, you're almost stalling. Yep. And that's most of the main. Oh, and while I'm on the topic, airspeed indicator. So there's different colors, and they mean different things. If you see red, that means that you can't fly there for one reason or another. If you see green, you're all good to go. If you see yellow, you can't fly there in like turbulence. But otherwise, you could just think of yellow as you're still good to go, but you're getting close to red. White is the speed at which you can deploy your flaps, because you can't deploy your flaps at maximum speed. So your white arc is your flap deployment, and bottom of the white arc and bottom of the green arc are going to be your stall speeds.
Oh, okay, I see. So if I slow down here.
So now you can put on your flaps. And it's also,
okay, it's the line. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yep. Yeah, this system is meant to be. You're totally capable of flying this thing without any visual references outside, and able to shoot and approach all the way down to like 200 feet cloud ceilings. You know, that's very complex stuff. This is
handles extremely easy.
Yes. Civilian planes are not. If civilian planes were difficult to fly, they wouldn't sell very well because people don't want to die usually.
And military aviators just don't care, I guess.
They don't really get a choice.
They don't get a choice.
Kind of signed away that.
Just the job. Congress makes those choices.
Yep. And on the right-hand screen is a big old map. And to the left of that map, on that little strip right there, is all of your engine information. And the cool part is, again, civilian aviation is not like military aviation. They try to make it easy on you. They don't do things convoluted. So if the number is green, you're good to go. It's very simple. If things start flashing in red, something's wrong. Otherwise, if it's white or green, you're good to go. So you're good to go. It's very simple on this plane. They try and make.
Alright, so jets are more my speed.
Speed.
Okay, so here we are. Push. I think there's a bug.
This is a Cirrus jet. Yeah. It's got a single jet engine. Now, for this one, you might. Yeah, you'll be fine without autopilot. You just might get a little bit overwhelmed. Alright, great.
It's already off.
This is a wild jet. It's actually slower than some propeller planes, but it's still like $2 million. It's kind of an enigma to me. It's for people who are terrified of flying and want a parachute in case they lose an engine. So wait, keep waiting. Alright, rotate. About now, gently. There we go. Yep, keep it in the air. Alright, positive rate, gear up.
I didn't put the flaps down. Don't know if I needed
Yeah.
them.
I don't know. It's different for every aircraft.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look.
Altitude.
Don't worry about that. You're 1,000 feet from whatever altitude you have set, which is probably like 1,000 feet.
So, nose trim, nose trim, nose trim.
I'm gonna say maybe you should try using the autopilot, because that'll trim it for you. Well, maybe. Different for every aircraft, but...
I think I got it figured out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's not too bad. The trim is not nearly as responsive as this in DCS. You really gotta hold it.
Yeah, you want small trim. You want it to be that way so that you're able to make fine adjustments.
I mean, I've been flying a lot of Tomcat lately, and this is way smoother.
Yeah, oh yeah. Nice straight wing, light aircraft. And you'll notice this also has a G1000. So all the instruments are the same, which
yeah,
is
this looks
great.
Yeah, exactly the same as the first aircraft I flew.
Great for you as a beginner, because it's like you just went from a propeller plane to a jet, and the instruments are all identical. That's great.
Oh, look at all this. That's pretty.
Seattle area.
Yeah, I flew under this bridge yesterday, and the first bridge I flew.
Now you're overspeeding a little bit right now, so...
Yeah, I see the red line now. That's the first time I've seen that. So I'll come off the throttle a little bit, get back in good range.
Yeah, what airspeed is that? I can't see it.
It's 250 knots is where it starts.
Yeah, the legal speed limit below 10,000 is 250, so it makes sense that they would do that. I mean, it's a structural limitation. It's structural, but...
Yeah, but they didn't design it to go any faster than that.
This is a slow jet. Still a lot faster than propeller planes.
So I don't mind flying a Harrier.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Oh, this is actually a nice plane for looking around. It's got a very nice view.
Yeah, it's got big old windows, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of goofy from the outside, but in here, it's got a nice window here I can look out. You know, I'm not a fan of this A-pillar right here, but
Yep.
you can see out ahead of you pretty nicely.
Yeah, well, why don't we try something? Why don't we look behind you? Is there any place to go? Oh yeah, no. Is this like a 5-seater? That sucks. Oh no, it's got a few seats. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-seater.
This is for rich people. It's kind of cool because you can see what the pilot's doing, which I kind of miss flying on an airliner. You have no idea what they're doing up there. They've got a door and everything.
Oh yeah, bulletproof door.
So this is relaxing. I wonder if I could land it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, it's possible for it to not land itself, but it'll bring you down to like 100 feet above the ground. All you have to do is turn the autopilot off.
We'll do everything manual for now.
Do you know where you're going?
Yes. Back. I can see it's behind me. So we're getting into the too fast category again.
You see on your map page, there's a whole bunch of symbols down the river. You can probably see it out the side of the window now. That should be Portland right there. The airport.
So the
altitude.
The magenta thing with a white line through it, that's the magenta is like an airport symbol and the white line is the runway. So you're...
Oh, okay.
That's a small runway. That's a small airport though. Portland actually, it's just coming into view now. You can see the cross runways.
Okay.
So you're gonna want to cut throttle to idle because you got a lot of speed to burn. Trim it out. You're gonna need more and more nose up trim as you get slower and slower.
Oh, there. Okay, so there it is.
Yep.
Not sure what my gear speed is. Is
No,
that's the yellow?
Keep it idle. Yeah. So give yourself gear down and 1 notch of flaps. And don't forget gear down. Good. Give yourself another notch of flaps. Just keep pressing 2. Press it like 5 times. All right, you're full.
I only have 2.
That's gonna happen. Now add some throttle. A little bit of throttle.
I only have 2.
And aim for an approach. Yeah, and aim for, yep, you can keep slowing it down actually. Keep it slowing down. You still got white arc to go. Alright, so try and aim for 85 knots. I would say that's a good approach speed. Because you can see the bottom of your white arc is your stall speed, so red is stall. Look how slow you're going right now.
Is there an AOA indicator that I should be worried about?
Not on this plane, it looks like. That's a very, very modern kind of amenity for planes. You don't really need it. Speed is fair enough. Yep. Keep the throttle in. Yeah, add a little bit more throttle. Getting a little bit slow. That nose will come down if you keep it back up to 85. You're looking good though. A little bit low on the glide slope. Aim for those 2 big white boxes if you can. That's the inner marker. Nothing's wrong. There you go. Bring it down. Yep, bring the nose down but keep the throttle up. Yep, there you go. I think you need some nose down trim. There you go. Keep it in. And go for a landing. Throttle idle. Pull back. Ooh. And... not too bad, not too bad.
How do I stop?
Brakes, remember?
Oh, just the brakes? Okay.
Yeah.
Tap them or hold them?
Hold them.
Oh, okay.
Well, now we get to do the fun thing. Let's watch your landing in replay.
Hey, good idea.
Well, nice. Just past 1,000 footers, center line, very soft. Bounced a little bit. Back on the ground. Yeah, safe landing.
Yay!
Nice, safe landing. I don't think your passengers would object to that one at all.
I know how to flare.
Yep. And you didn't flare too much. You flared just the right amount. And, yeah, that's going to happen if you don't have rudder pedals. You know, that braking stuff. So you're still in replay mode, so if you want to get out, you just toggle it again. The hotkey is Alt-R, like it says. So now you're back to your real-time.